good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time midseason with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down from C.J. Uzomah there in New York. They were quick to pounce on him when he hit the open market from Cincinnati. They saw him set career highs across the board in 2021, and they believe the ceiling is even higher. Plays like that reinforce that belief.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Trubisky on 1st down.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
For the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On 1st down, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He'll rifle this from deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now the ball comes loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. To get back, focus on the next play, move on.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
On the return, Johnson. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The Jets with the football here. Second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They juked him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Holding, offense.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Hall again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. All of a sudden, we've got a new ball game back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive led to a touchdown. So we'll see if they can get things right here. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Steelers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Trubisky. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Wilson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They go play action now. Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Again, Wilson.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Like it's been this negative ways he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it another eventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So nothing separating these two.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the 2nd half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky
setting up the screen. Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage lost though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Jets will take over. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzomah.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Wilson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time. That's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
If you're going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They'll go again with Hall.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Wilson now off the bootleg. A throw to the flat for Carter. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Just another standout play from the best pass rusher in football. Last season, one for the ages. Tied the single-season sack record, and unsurprisingly, won the Defensive Player of the Year for the league.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mika. His 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting turn it into positives moving forward.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin him back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They run again with Harris. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Henderson running straight ahead. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Steelers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.